Well, hello, this is Rochelle, and welcome to my channel. For today, we are doing this printable by Ella Roetz. You can download this or purchase this from her website, or she also has an Etsy store now that you can get these from, or an international pay method. I'll have to double check on that, but they are available worldwide now. And so I'm just playing around, figuring out where I want what. It is I chose the very simple elements from this printable to use in this page. And then I'm using my Kuretake Gansai Tambi pearl colors. I got these from my local scrapbooking store. She sells lots of nice things as well. And so I picked some of these up. So what I'm doing is I'm adding a lot of water to the pigment and then picking it up and putting it out into a palette. I just find that it works better if I do it like that. I get more of the color. It's more opaque. And so what I'm doing is I'm recreating some of there are these floral pieces that are kind of like a rainbow stamped image, if that makes sense. Purchase the printable and you'll see what I'm referring to. And it's also the same image that's on that washi strip, that faux washi strip, and also the background of the wording for Mark 14. And so I'm just pretty much trying to recreate that, adding some color while the color is still wet. So different colors while the color is still wet so that it runs into one another. And I really just want this to be kind of in the background. It must just be a soft background with a little bit of bling. And then I'm using my heat tool to dry it just so that I can get on with it. At first I wanted to stick this piece with the scripture down on the left side of this open space, but then I decided to do it on the right side. So that one I painted there kind of got lost, so I just had to sort of recreate it on that piece, and then it kind of gets lost anyways behind the cup. So this piece of scripture speaks about the Last Supper, where Jesus says to them that this is my body and this is my blood. Do this in as often as you get together in remembrance. In remembrance. This is what I'm giving you. This is a gift to you to remember. So I wanted to touch just a little bit on communion, on this Last Supper that they had together. And communion has a two-sided function. Kind of look at it at a horizontal and a vertical function. On a horizontal level, it requires you to partake of this with no unforgiveness in your heart towards a brother or someone that has hurt you, and as well as no person that has something against you. So it's kind of a tall order, but it requires us to examine our hearts and to get to restore our relationships with one another. And then on a vertical level, it requires us to restore our relationship to God. So God says if we forgive others, He forgives us. How simple does that sound? Oh my goodness. So this cross on top of this cup kind of has this these rays behind it on the printable. I decided to paint those in with this sparkly pearly paint. And then I'm just literally copying the words from this printable that says, this is my body and this is my blood. I want to encourage you today while we're going into this Easter period and this period of remembrance, to remember the sacrifice of Jesus. He died for you. He forgave you so much so that He offered Himself as a spotless, pure sacrifice, so that you don't have to die. And then we hold on to petty things against one another, like, you hurt my feelings. And I'm not making small of your hurt, but I want to encourage you that there is no greater sacrifice than that of Jesus. So consider that enough today to forgive those around you that have hurt you, whatever it may be. And like I said, I know that there are some harsh things out there. I have had to forgive some harsh things myself. And the idea of even thinking of forgiving, I'm just reading this story about a lady who forgave the person who murdered her father. Those are harsh things. They're rough. But holding on to that unforgiveness ages you. It destroys you. It does nothing to that person. So set yourself free today, making sure your relationship with one another is right, and your relationship with Christ is right. Enjoy your day. See you again soon. Bye-bye.